What's going on, everybody? I hope you're all well, and welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. So, last episode we did the Return to Ostagar DLC. We got all this squared away. We reclaimed Kaelin's body and his armor. We're likely going to give that to Sten, I think. Didn't look good in full gold plate like that with a big sword. I did misspeak a couple episodes ago. On the Sword of the Barasad episode, I had mentioned that we were waiting to be ambushed with Leliana. I actually didn't get all the dialogues I need for that. We do need to head back to camp, and if our approval is high enough for her, she's going to go ahead and accost us with some confessions. So we're going to head back to camp now that we're done with Ostagar and see if we can trigger her personal quest ambush. If not, then I guess I'm just gonna figure something out on the fly to do this episode. We don't have a whole lot left. We have what? Brazilian Forest, Prospect Mountains, and 2 Denerim trips. About halfway done with the game. Brazilian Forest, not so big.
Studying Mother's grimoire. Do you wish to hear
Osamar's
what
a little
I found?
chunky. If you must.
'Tis not what I expected. I had hoped for a collection of her spells, a map of the power that she commands. But this is not it.
Yeah, you look disturbed.
Disturbed? Yes, perhaps that is the right word. One thing in particular within her writings disturbs me. Here, in great detail, Flemeth explains the means by which she has survived for centuries.
A spell of immortality.
Oh, if only 'twere so. Flemeth has raised many daughters over her long lifetime. There are stories of these many witches of the wilds throughout chastened legend, yet I have never seen a one, and always wondered why not. And now I know. They are all Flemeth. When her body becomes old and wizened, she raises a daughter, and when the time is right, she takes her daughter's body for her own.
Are you certain about this?
Indeed. That is primarily what this tome details. The various daughters that Flemeth has acquired. Their preparation and training. I recognize all of it. I am to be her next host. This is my purpose.
We know that this actually explains a lot because based on reading all the codexes for magic, we know that immortality spells don't exist. There is no anti-aging spell, there is no teleportation. Those are the 2 rules of magic. There's no immortality and there's no teleportation. So her forming some weird ritual to body snatch her daughters is realistically the only way she would continue to live, is by putting her spirit inside somebody else. Because you can't make the body immortal, it doesn't work that way. So is Flemeth immortal, or not?
Whatever spark of the demon that made her what she is remains within her, keeps her from dying of old age, but her body deteriorates. Eventually, she would be so wizened as to be senseless and immobile. So, she must seek a new body, a fresh body, and start the cycle anew.
Can this body be anyone, or must it be a daughter?
I am uncertain. According to her writings, certain hosts are better than others. The more a host is prepared, the quicker the transition will be. I am sorry. This simply takes me by surprise. I would have thought I would have had some inkling, some notion.
Well, it surely benefits Flemeth, right, for it to be a daughter, somebody she can train and raise with magic. That way she can just hop in and start casting the same old bullshit spells. You really had no idea.
Flemeth is capable of many things. I was a fool not to suspect her capable of using me for her own self-preservation.
So why would she risk sending you with me?
I do not know. Perhaps 'tis as she said, the Darkspawn threaten her as much as they threaten anyone else. Or perhaps she believes that this journey will make me more powerful. According to the tome, if the host is already powerful and trained in magic, it takes far less time for Flemeth to settle in.
Well, both those things are true. She is going to get stronger, and what's the point in her being alive if the rest of the world is ash? So if you died, she would have another daughter.
Not by any natural means. Perhaps I should take this as a vote of confidence from her on my capabilities. Or perhaps she simply wished me gone from the Korkari wilds so she could prepare her ritual in peace. A disturbing thought.
So what do you intend to do about it?
There is only one possible response to this. Flemeth needs to die. I will not sit about like an empty sack waiting to be filled. Flemeth must be slain, and I need your help to do it.
Why do you need my help?
Because if she is slain while I am near, I am not certain that she will not simply be able to take possession of me right there. So obviously I cannot be the one to do it.
Perhaps you should talk to her about it first.
And what would that do? At best, I would receive pointless reassurances. At worst, Flemeth would imprison me once she became aware I know what I do. I know my mother well enough to be confident she would show no mercy when it came to her own survival. I must do the same.
That's pretty smart. If Flemeth does really want to body snatch her, she would just lock her up and take it by force, I would assume. Kill Flemeth. Isn't that a little extreme?
It may seem so. If you think of Flemeth as a mother, think of her instead as an ancient abomination that intends to use her own flesh and blood to extend her life beyond all natural limits. She did not wish anyone to get a hold of this information, least of all me. Now I have. If I do not act on what I know, then more the fool am I.
No love lost between these two, huh? She doesn't even want to talk first. Very well. I'll help you, if I can.
Then what needs to be done is for you to go back to Flemeth's hut in the Kakari Wilds without me. Confront her and slay her quickly. I doubt she will truly be dead even then, but it will take her years to find a new host and recover her power, if that is even possible. The thing I must have is her true grimoire. With it, I can defend against her power in the future. Everything else in her hut is yours.
Right. And you get vastly more powerful from Plymouth's Grimoire. Do I have a time limit on this?
Not really, but the sooner the better, no?
I'll see what I can do.
I am grateful. The sooner this can be done, the sooner it will set my mind at ease.
I agree to help a girl and she disapproves. Let's see if she has anything else on this. He does not.
So, full of questions, are you?
Something like that. Do you really want your mother dead?
I can see why you might ask this, despite knowing the fate that she has in store for me. The truth is that no. Under normal circumstances, of course, I would not turn against my mother so. For all that she is not the picture of maternal love, I mean her no ill will. But Flemeth herself taught me long ago, once you know your enemy, strike quickly and without mercy. Were our positions reversed, she would no doubt do exactly the same.
But what if this is a misunderstanding?
I know my mother well. I knew from the moment I read that tome that this is what she had intended from the start. Old questions were suddenly answered. You can have doubt if you wish. I have none.
And what would you do if I didn't help you?
I cannot say. You are my only hope, in truth. Why? Do you wish me to beg for your help now? Is that what you truly want?
No, I don't want that.
This is my life that is on the line, and I am desperate. I know no other way to say it.
She's turning on the puppy eyes. I agree with you. This is necessary.
Good. Then please, end this waiting and deal with her as soon as you can. This is driving me nearly mad.
Yeah, at the end of the day, Morrigan is one of our companions, and she's been pretty good with us so far. She's clearly a manipulative liar when she needs to be, but she still helped us out pretty significantly so far. So, I mean, she went into the Fade and saved Connor. Without her, we would have had to send Win or Irvin and take much bigger risks. She also has been with us since the very beginning in the Kakari Wilds. She also bandaged us up after her mother did her little healing magic things, so I hold no grudges against Morrigan. And for as much as she has dubious intentions, so does Flemeth. So at the very least, we're going to go talk to Flemeth and see what her opinion on all that is.
I lied to you, you know, about why I left Orlais.
I knew you weren't telling me something.
I didn't feel like talking about it then. What happened to me? Maybe it will affect us, maybe not, but you should know. I came to Ferelden and the Chantry because I was being hunted in Orlais.
Hunted? What for?
I was framed, betrayed by someone I thought I knew and could trust. Marjolaine. She was my mentor and friend. She taught me the bardic arts, how to enchant with words and song, to carry myself like a highborn lady, to blend in as a servant. The skills I learned, I used to serve her, my bard master, because I loved her, and because I enjoyed what I did.
How did she betray you?
You can say it was my fault. There was a man I was sent to kill. I was to bring Marjolaine everything he carried. I don't know who this man was. She gave me a name and a description, and I hunted him down. I found documents on his body, sealed documents.
You opened them, didn't you?
My curiosity got the better of me. Something told me that I needed to know what was in those letters. Marjolaine had been selling all kinds of information about Orlais to other countries, Nevara and Antiva among others. It was treason.
Isn't that what bards do?
Some. But I had always assumed Marjolaine only operated within Orlais. This was an unhappy surprise for me. My life as bard taught me that my loyalties should be kept fluid. My concern was not that she was a traitor, but that her life would be in danger if she was caught. Orlais has been at war with so many countries. It takes a harsh view of such things, as I later discovered.
What do you mean?
I should have left well alone, but I didn't. I had to tell Marjolaine I feared for her life. She brushed aside my concern. She admitted her guilt, but said it was in the past. That is why the documents had to be destroyed, she said. I believed her. I kept believing up till the moment they showed me the documents, altered by her hand, to make me look the traitor.
She betrayed you?
Yes, the Orlesian guards. They captured me. Did terrible things.
Yeah, I bet. Especially considering it's Orlais.
It was a traitor's punishment I endured. And at the end of it, all that awaited me was eternity in an unmarked grave.
How did you get out?
The skills Marjolaine taught me were good for something at least. I broke free when I saw the opportunity. I did not seek Marjolaine out. If she thought I was coming for her, she would have me caught again.
And so you came to Ferelden, the Lutheran.
I was tempted to confront her. I was furious, betrayed. But what could I do against her? And so I fled to Ferelden, to the Chantry and the Maker. Ferelden protected my person, and the Maker saved my soul. And that is the reason I am here. The real reason. No more lies between us, at least in this.
And that's how we met her when she was living as a cloistered sister, because she was on the run from Marjolaine and the Orlesians. Thank you for trusting me with this.
It feels good to have this off my chest. Thank you for listening and understanding.
Absolutely. And she is very welcome in my camp and very safe in my company. Right, so before we go ahead and head out and deal with what happens next, we're going to level her up. We do need to start boosting her dexterity because I want to give her the Sorrows of Arlathan bow. She's still a ways off from that, but I would like her to have it. What do we need for you, Leliana? We have aim, defensive fire, master archer, scattershot, and suppressing fire. So at this point, arrow of slaying would be really useful to us. Aim makes her shoot slower, but she does get a big penalty to attack. A big bonus to attack and damage, rather. Let's do... You know what? We'll get arrow of slaying next level. Let's just give her aim right now. Let's make sure we actually set her tactics up for what we gave her this time. So self, NA, activate mode, aim. I'm gonna put that all the way up after Song of Courage. You have pinning shot, crippling shot, shatter shot. Let's go ahead and make this actually the way that I want it. Elite or higher. Usability, critical shot. Shattering, critical, crippling, pinning. Are we missing anything here? I don't think so. Song of Valor can leave. Distraction can leave. Stealing can go in the middle. We're not going to be using much. Aim is a sustain. That goes over there. Poisoning can go right there too. It's going to make the ability bar how I want it to be. We are going to be using her sometime, so we need her layout to at least make sense to us. Right, that should be good on her tactics. We have lots of levels up, so let's go ahead and get everybody up to snuff before we head on out. Give her 36. We're going to level up her Herblore too. Actually, what did we did win, right? I believe we did win Herblore. Let me see before I go ahead and spend those points. We did. She already has level 3 herbalism. Okay, so we're not going to give Morrigan herbalism. What we're going to do instead is level up her combat tactics. Could give her shock. Friendly fire is possible with that though. Actually, no, I'm silly. We have Mana Clash finally. That is huge. Right, Morrigan. Enemy. Nearest visible class. Mage. Usability. Mana Clash. And this is going to go all the way up here at the top. So as soon as she sees a mage, she's going to hit this ability and it's going to be the end of that class instantly, which is very good. You'll see that as soon as we run into a mage, I suspect you'll see that in action right away. Right, Stan. Give you 38. Let's give you some willpower for your abilities. You actually need cunning for tactics, so let's give you a couple more tactic slots. We'll finally give you 200 strength because we do need to start leveling these up, so actually, while we're here, Sten has a couple options at this point. So we can give him King Kaelin's set, which looks very cool. Very cool gear set. Matches very well with Usaris too, actually. We can give him the Blood Dragon set, which is also very, very cool. Or we can give him the Warden Commander set that we got. But he's not a Warden, so I wouldn't really like to... I wouldn't like him to be wearing Warden gear when he's not one. I know I had him in Warden Commander, but that's because we picked it up from the game. It's not like we got it from the mod like the rest. We're going to keep him in Blood Dragon. We'll do that. Blood Dragon makes sense for him. Duke has a level. We're going to keep doing what we've been doing. Work on his final skill tree. I saw Zevran had a level though. I'm not even sure what to do with Zevran at this point, to be honest. Work on getting his cunning higher than his strength, I suppose. He's never really gonna need much else. He already has lethality, so since his cunning's up, that'll be fine. Characters gain significant experience with 2-weapon fighting, getting a bonus to critical chance, as well as a possibility with each hit to inflict bleeding lacerations. Sure, we'll do that. I think that was the last level up we needed to do. Now we have Shale. Shale will give you strength and dexterity. We'll finish the Bellows line for Shale. That's the best one if you want Shale to tank. Right. Now we're ready to head out and deal with the ambush. We just gotta pick a location. We are going to take Leliana with us for the flavor. So we've got Alistair, Wynn, and Leliana. Doesn't really matter where you go as long as you're going along the map, so let's just pick somewhere. We're coming from Soldier's Peak. I don't want to go to Denerim yet, so let's do Lake Calenad. And this is the encounter we wanted. Now, I will just point out immediately, be very careful with mercenaries. They They hurt. The Canary mercenaries, they hurt. They do a lot of damage. This encounter in general can be a little tough. You see we're getting stunned by nasty little archer here. Okay, we gotta go up the lines and help Alistair, which is going crazy right now. He's not supposed to be all the way up there fighting this guy by himself. Do Winter's Grasp. I'll just work my way up there. I already see that Alistair has not done what I wanted him to with the aggro holding. Leliana is pushed way up for some reason. Let's do this. Do pin and shot. I'm gonna micromanage here. What I usually don't like to do, but we will. Let's grasp the merc. Give me time to get back on my feet. Leliana hit this Canary with a shattering shot. Actually need my character to get the Mabari off her. That's gonna sting. He doesn't have the stamina for this.
At your order.
Keeping a very careful eye on everybody's health.
Don't kill him.
Are you insane?
He is no common bandit. None of them were. Their weapons and armor are of fine make, and they are well trained. You know what I'm talking about, don't you? Who are you?
Someone who regrets taking you on. I was told it would be an easy job. Kill the little red-haired girl. Deal with the others as we pleased.
Kill the... You came to kill me?
And specifically for Leliana. Does this have something to do with Ole?
It could. You may be right. Who sent you? Why am I wanted dead?
I don't pay to ask why someone wants someone else dead. I just need to know what to do and where to get my money. Ha! Money. I'll be lucky to get away with my life, it seems.
Needless to
Maybe
say,
we
that
can
won't
work
be
something
happening.
out. You like the idea?
Speak quickly.
I've no real quarrel with you. Wasn't me that wanted you dead. But I know how you can find the one who does.
What's his name?
Never found out. Got the feeling the man I spoke to was doing someone else's bidding, too. I have some directions written down on how to get to the house. It's in Denerim. Yeah, it's the best I can do.
Thank you. Now leave. I never want to see you again.
I think we should just kill him to be safe.
But she said I could.
Well, you know, Liliana's wrong. I don't want whoever they're working for to know that we're coming.
It's Marjolaine. It has to be.
Not only that, but he's a scumbag. He just almost got the entire world doomed by trying to kill a band of Grey Wardens to get to a rogue. It's not gonna happen. He doesn't get to walk away and then go kill somebody else for some, like, quick money. We're not doing that. Well, there's a better place with him on the ground bleeding out. Why now?
Maybe someone saw me. Maybe she's finally found me and wants to finish what she started.
We should go to Denerim to confront her.
Perhaps it's time to settle this score for good.
Alright, and that would be how many? 2 companion quests that we have in Denerim now? Because we gotta go link up with Alistair's sister in there too, so we will of course go do that. That'll be for a different episode. Just to make everything more concise in the future, I might actually call this episode here. We did get both companion quests, and then next time we can head to Denerim, I suppose. We'll do the first visit to Denerim before we head to Brazilian. That would probably be the best way to do this. So, yeah, I think I'm going to wrap this one here. So, thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a comment and subscribe. If you want to support the cause and help improve the channel, there is a tip link in the description below. Otherwise, stay tuned and I'll see you guys soon with more Dragon Age Origins. Have a good day, guys. Take care.